Hello, everyone. Good day. Welcome. Here we are for some lovely, flowy time together. I highly suggest you set up facing into the wall. And you might want your blanket nearby in case your knees are at all sensitive. You might not need it though. We'll see. So when you do set up to the wall, just make sure you've got some space because you don't want to be too close. I'm gonna back up a bit. All right, so let's come to the top of the mat, feet hip distance apart. Circle the arms, breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. Circle around. Exhale. Strong breath. 2 more. Taller and longer every inhale. Fold forward. Fingertips touch the mat. Inhale, gaze forward, half back. Exhale, right foot steps back. Lower your knee, janusirasana. Sweep fingers back. And hands forward and down. Tuck back toes, step forward. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back on the exhale. Knee comes down. Fingers sweep up and back. And hands forward and down. Tuck back toes, float foot forward, flat back, inhale, and exhale, fold, look toward your shins. Inhale, come all the way up, circle your arms to the ceiling, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back, inhale. Right foot back, exhale, knee down, sweep it back, reach and stretch. Hands forward and down. Float the right foot forward, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps back. Sweep the fingers up and back. So we're warming up legs and hips, releasing tension from low back. Fingers come forward and down. Float left foot forward as you lift hips, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold, look at your shins, press into your feet, inhale, look forward, come all the way up, circle your arms, reach to ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more, circle the arms. Fold forward, connect with your breath, flat back. Right foot back, exhale. Fingers up and back, inhale. Exhale, fingers forward and down, tuck back toes, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach back. Extend that inhale. Exhale, fingers forward and down, tuck back toes, float foot forward, flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Look forward, inhale. Come all the way up, fingers reach up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Pause for a breath in and out here. Circle the arms, breath in. Exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Draw your navel in and back toward the sacrum so you feel your weight tilt into your heels. Grip into the mat with your toes, but keep the weight in the heels. Slide your hips back. Pull your thumbs to the wall behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink deeper. Lift your chest, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Fingertips come down to the mat, flat back, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps back, lower the knee down, fingers up, inhale, big stretch. Exhale, left hand comes down and outside the left hip, right hand sweeps to the left. So you could use a block here if needed, or just let your fingers hover. Hands come forward and down, back toes tuck, float knee, step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee lowers down, untuck the toes. Inhale, janusirasana, reach back. Yeah. Exhale. Nice and easy. Right hand comes down outside right hip. Left hand reaches over to the right. Big stretch. And both hands forward and down. Tuck back toes. Float foot forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe you can draw your palms toward the ground outside the feet to get your forehead closer into your shins. Big toes press down, hips lift up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back again, knee lowers down, sweep fingers up and back. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches left. Yes. Exhale, right hand forward and down, tuck back toes, shift revolved side lunge. Reach fingers to the back edge of your mat. You're nice and open through the outer right hip, the front of the right hip. Oh la la. High lunge, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee lowers down. Janusirasana, breath in. Open your heart as you reach. Right hand down, left hand over to the right as you exhale. You don't have to touch the floor. Left hand comes forward and down. Revolved side lunge as you pivot through the feet. Toes point to the right side of the yoga mat. High lunge, hips lift, right fingers forward. Step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, try that again. Right foot back, right knee down, fingers up. Open your heart, inhaling. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Right hand reaches to the left, big stretch. Right hand forward and down, tuck back toes, revolve side lunge. Left hand reaches back, chest faces left of yoga mat. High lunge, hips lift as we rotate forward. This time, inching your left fingers forward, bring weight into left foot. Right leg floats up, half moon. Right fingers can reach to the ceiling. Right hand comes down, right thigh faces the ground, then the foot comes down. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, left foot steps back. Knee lowers, fingers reach up and back, big stretch. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches over. Right hand comes forward and down, revolve side lunge. High lunge. Half moon. Left hand comes down, left thigh faces down, then the left foot comes forward. Your feet are hip distance apart. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, sit in the chair that's not there. Fingers sweep all the way up. Weights in the heels, slide the hips back, pull your fingers back. Full breath in. Sink deeper, breath out. Full breath in. Contain your core, slide the hips back, breath out. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Fold forward. Fingertips find the mat, halfway lift. And fold. Give your head a little nod and shake here. And then cross your arms, so like interlacing your hands around your biceps, and let your elbows hang. Breathe in and out of the nose as you press into the big toes. Feel your elbows get heavy. And release. Let your fingers come down to the mat. Let your palms come down to the mat. So your palms are completely flat on the ground. You bend your knees as much as you need to for that to happen. Straighten your arms. Draw your belly in and gaze just ahead of your yoga mat. Feel your shoulder blades and your lats draw downward on your back. Make sure your index fingers are pointing forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Feel your ribs get wide as your heart pulls forward. Breathe out. Contain your core. Draw your navel in. Notice the lightness that moves through your hips when you do that. Breathe in, expand through the ribs, round your back like a cat. So rounding. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and pull your hips back as you look forward. And then inhale here. Keep pulling your heart forward. And as you exhale, draw your belly in, start to drop the tail and round your back into cat pose here. Beautiful. Then inhale, look forward. Your palms are still flat. Hold, walk your feet to plank as you exhale. Inhale, stay nice and open through your ribs, expand, squeeze your arms though. And exhale, downward dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, sit in the chair, sweep the fingers up. Full breath in. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, walk to plank. Lower knees, chest and chin, elbows tickle the ribs, hips come down. As the hips are down, float your toes and your shins away from the ground. Then inhale to cobra, let your toes come down. Press all the way up and back, downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, breathe in. Bend the knees, walk to the hands, halfway lift. Sit in the chair, fingers up. Come to stand. Back to chair, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Breath out, plant palms, walk back to plank. Beautiful, you're strong. Knees come down, elbows pull back, chest forward and down. Then the hips come down. Let's float the legs, breath in. Breath out, hold, reach. Press into the mat to come into cobra, breath in, toes come down. Hips pull to heels, toes tuck, down dog, exhale. Let your head relax here, give it a little nod and shake. Draw the hips to the wall behind you rather than the ceiling. Bring hips back. Look forward. Walk to the hands. Flat back. And fold. Hold here. Interlace hands around the arms and just let your elbows hang heavy. Keep your arms in this position and start to bend your knees so you feel your belly on your thighs. Feel your head relax a little heavier. Draw the belly in toward the sacrum. Let your hips start to lower. Fingers sweep forward. Lift your chest away from the thighs. Chair pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Pull your thumbs back. Beautiful. Exhale, come to stand. Tadasana. Hands at heart center. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Let's relax the hands down and just make sure that you're like on the first third or so of the mat. So you might need to step back from the very top. Beautiful. Let's inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, circle. Ujjayi breathing. 1 more. Around and up, breath in. As you breathe out, hands to heart center, right foot steps back, warrior 2, open your arms. Inhale, exalt the warrior, right fingers down, left fingers back. Inhale, come all the way to side angle, left elbow on right leg, right hand, or left elbow on left leg, right hand up, and maybe forward, palm face down. Warrior 2. Step back to the top of the mat. Paschimotanasana. Circle the arms. Hands to heart center. Left foot steps back. Warrior 2. Open your arms. Exalt. Inhale. Left hand down, right fingers reach back. Sink into it. You got it. Shift. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm up, or maybe even forward, palm face down. Nice and strong. Warrior 2. Step back forward. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart. Warrior 2. Right foot back. Straighten the front leg. Exalted triangle. Left hand reaches back. Left hand forward. Hips shift backward. Left hand reaches, reaches, reaches until you hinge at the hips and the hand comes onto left shin or foot. Right fingers to the ceiling. Beautiful. Look forward. Bring your right hand forward, 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 and step it on top of your left foot or the floor outside your left foot or your left shin. Your left hip pulls back. Left fingers pull to the ceiling. Revolve triangle. Now we're bending into left knee to reach the hands forward onto the mat. The right toes float up. We're taking a hop up, handstand, and then back down. The right foot eventually lands beside the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stand up. So it's just a little hop. If the whole float is in your practice right now, go for it. We're just hopping. Circle the arms. Hands to heart center. Left foot goes back. Warrior two. Then straighten the front leg. Exalted triangle. Right hand reaches back. Right leg is long. Triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Right hand reaches super far forward until you have to hinge at the hips. Then your hand comes down wherever you can land it on the leg. The navel draws inward. You're opening your chest to stack the shoulders. Look forward. Left hand reaches forward and lands down on your right leg, foot, or the mat outside your right foot. Your right hip pulls back. Your right fingers reach up and your crown reaches forward. And we start to bend into the right knee as we sweep the hands forward onto the mat. Let the left leg float up, and you can do a little hop, and then your right foot lands down, and your left foot sweeps forward beside the right. Halfway lift, inhale, stand up, exhale. Yeah? Circle the arms, breath in. Breath out, step back, warrior two. Exalted triangle, lengthen the left leg, reach back. Triangle, left hand reaches forward and down, right hand to the ceiling. Right hand forward, onto left leg or onto the mat, left hand up, left hip pulls back. Stay grounded. You're doing lots of work through the whole body, nothing is lazy. We start to bend through the left knee. The hands come forward, right leg comes up. We do a little hop up and then down. Right foot lands beside left, halfway lift. Stand up. Circle the arms. Hands through heart center, left foot steps back. Warrior two. Exalted triangle. Triangle. Right hand forward and down. You got it. Open heart, open hips. Beautiful. Revolve triangle. Left hand reaches forward and down. Find your space as you rotate through your upper body. You have to stay stable through your lower body in order for that to happen. Long spine. Bend into right knee as the hands reach forward on and down on the mat. Left leg floats up. Find your hop. Right foot comes back down. Left foot down. Halfway lift. Stand up. Circle the arms. One more time. Right foot back, warrior two. Exalted triangle. Triangle. Rotated triangle or revolved. Find the openness. Bend into the front knee, hands reach forward, hop up. Left foot lands down, right foot comes forward and down, flat back. Stand up. Circle the arms. Hands through heart center, left foot back, warrior two. Exalted triangle. Triangle. Hang out. Revolve. Bring your left hand all the way over to the right. Open up. Find your ability to reach and stretch out of yourself because you're so strong. Bend into right knee as the hands shift forward. Hop up. Come down. Left foot to the mat. Halfway lift. Stand up. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart. Pause here. Breath in and out, close the eyes. Notice your heart rate. Notice your breath. Circle the arms, breath in as you blink open the eyes. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, plant the palms and walk yourself to downward dog. Just relax the head. Maybe wiggle the hips out a little bit here. Feet are just a little bit wider than your hips. And let's just lower the heels over to the left, toes point right. So we're still in down dog. We're just shifting the feet. Let's come back to center and pivot the other way. Heels to the right, toes to the left. Center, back the other way. Keep your arms straight and strong. Center, switch. One more each way. Center, heels drop left. Center, heels drop right. Center, breathe in, breathe out. Walk your feet forward to your hands. Let your knees bend. And grab your arms around the backs of your legs now. Draw your face toward your shins. And then relax your head. Press into your big toes. And lift your hips to the sky as you keep your belly and thighs connected. Beautiful. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, lower the knee down. Janusirasana, sweep the fingers up and back. Hands, now exhale down inside left side of foot. Dragon's lunge. Breathe in, breathe out as you plant your palms. Hands are under the shoulders. Feel your chest draw forward. Excellent. Push the top of your back foot on the mat to gently float your right knee. You need to stay strong. And lower the right knee down. Beautiful. Tuck your right toes. Float the right knee up. Fire breathing dragon. Inhale, exhale. And we'll lower the right knee back down. Untuck the toes. Pull your hips back. Lengthen into left leg. Shine the left toes to the ceiling as you pull your hips backward in space. And let's bend back into the left knee. Sink the hips. Pull the hips back. You could bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot here. And come onto the fingertips and thumb tips of both hands. And you could bend the left knee again. And we'll bring the hips backward. Optional here to slide the left leg forward and the right leg back and come into dragon split or handstands, split pose, monkey pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Press your palms down, lift your hips to slide the front leg in, bend into the left knee, sink your hips. Right knee floats, hands come forward, right leg reaches to the ceiling, hop up. And left foot comes down. Right foot lands beside the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. Lower left knee down. Janusirasana. Sweep the fingers up and back. Beautiful. Hands lower down with control inside the right foot. And hang out here. Breathe in, breathe out. Your back toes are untucked. Now press into the top of your back foot so your left knee hovers. Right knee is still above right ankle. Now lower your back knee, tuck the toes, float the knee, fire breathing dragon. Beautiful. Nice and strong. Lower the left knee, you can untuck the toes or keep them tucked, whatever you like. We pull the hips back, lengthen into right leg, right toes shine to the ceiling. Pull the hips back and bend back into the left knee, shift the hips forward, sink. Come all the way back. You could shine the right toes up and bring your right hand to the outside of the right leg. And we'll bend back forward into the right knee. Sink the hips. Pull back. Shine the right toes to the ceiling. Optional, slide the right heel forward. Left leg back. Come into split. Come into your variation of split. Whatever happens today, whatever your expression of the split is fantastic because it's different every day. Belly draws in, hips lift up and back to drag into the front foot. Bend into right knee, tuck back toes, float knee, hands walk forward, hop up. Right foot lands down, left foot lands beside the right. Halfway lift, breath in. Stand up, breath out. Circle the arms, breath in. Fold forward, breath out. Halfway lift, breath in. Right foot steps back, breath out, lower the knee down. Hang out here. Breathe in, feel your hips sink. Breathe out, pull your hips back. Shine the left toes up, let your upper body lift this time. Just see how you feel. And then lower the upper body back down to lower your chest toward the thigh. Good, 2 more like that. Lift up, stay stable, come forward and down, and up, and forward and down. Optional, slide left heel forward, right leg back, split. Open heart, be where you need to be. Your right thigh faces downward. Hips slide back to drag the front heel in. Bend into left knee, right knee floats. Hands walk forward, hop up. Left foot down, right foot meets the left, halfway lift. Left foot steps back, lower the knee. Hang out here. Breathe in. Let's find our Janusirasana. Just reach the hands back. Find an open heart. And as you exhale, bring your hands forward and lengthen the right leg, toes shine up. Beautiful. Bring your upper body up. And your upper body forward and down. Fingers touch the ground. Again, lift up. Lower down. So you need to contain the core here to make this happen, right? Lift up. And we'll come down. Optional. Right heel slides forward. We're revisiting our split. Open heart. Grounded hips. And we pull the hips back as we drag front heel in, bend into front knee, left knee floats, hands forward, hop up, and the right foot lands back down, left foot down, halfway lift, stand up, circle the arms, hands forward and down, fingertips to the mat, halfway lift, breath in. As you breathe out, just relax your head, heel toe your feet as wide as your shoulders, toes point out to the sides, hips lower down, elbows come to the inner knees, palms push together as the thumbs come into the sternum. Imagine like you're leaning into a wall. Inhale, exhale here. See if you can draw your pelvic floor just gently inward and up. Beautiful. From here, bring your forearms so your elbows are coming down onto the ground. That means your hips are going to need to lift up a little bit for that to happen. Your elbows land underneath your shoulders. You lift your hips into dolphin, and maybe your forearm balance, you can do a little lift into that space. Just see what's available. Breathe in, breathe out. Lowering into your dolphin pose. Knees come down to the mat. Untuck toes to sit onto the shins. Breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the hips down with the feet over to the right. So lower the hips down and just adjust into a deer pose here. So your right foot's back, your left foot is toward your right thigh. Then we inhale, lift the hips up. Right toes are untucked. Exhale, right hand to the back of right thigh or right heel. Left hand reaches back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit your hips down. Switch your legs. Inhale, lift your chest and your hips up. Exhale, left hand to the back of the left leg or the left heel. Right hand reaches up and back. Come all the way up. Hips come down. Feet release to come forward and down on the mat. So they're about as wide as your shoulders, maybe even a little wider. The mechanism we're going for, reaching the hands forward, we land in squat, and then we shift into forearm balance. So walk your heels in toward you as best as you can, as close to your hips as you can. Reach the hands forward to get the hips off the mat. Elbows come down, hips lift, and maybe we float up. If not, hang out in your dolphin pose. Remember, bring one knee into the chest first, and then extend that leg up and find your balance. Let your toes come back down. Lower your knees down to the mat. Beautiful. So this time we'll just shift right away into deer pose with the feet to the right. Inhale, lift the hips, right hand comes back, left hand reaches up and back. Lower the hips down. Sweep the hips over to the left. Hips lift. Left hand reaches back where you can, right hand reaches up and back. We come forward, hips lower down. Feet release forward. We walk them to our outer hips as best as we can. There's no rush. As we get here, hands reach forward. We're back in our squat. We keep reaching hands forward, elbows come down, hips Stack over shoulders, and maybe we find some float. Come back down, dolphin, knees to the ground, dolphin pose, or sorry, deer pose as you sit the hips back. This is the last round. Hips lift up, right hand back, left hand up. Hips are reaching forward. And we come back to center, hips lower down, switch the feet over to the left. Hips lift, left hand comes back, reach through the right side. Beautiful. Back to center, hips lower down. Feet undo to come either side of the hips. Walk them into you. Reach forward, hips lift off the mat. Use your hands to help you as needed. Your elbows come down. Your hips stack over your shoulders, and maybe you find a little float. Maybe you find a little bit more action of your hips stacking over your shoulders. Be where you need to be. One foot at a time, come down. Knees come wide this time. Child's pose. Sit your hips back to your heels. Let your chest lower toward the mat. You could stack your hands to rest your head. Inhale and exhale. Shifting into equal parts breathing now. So out of our Ujjayi breath, moving into a more cooling breath now. So just equal parts. Your inhales are just as long as your exhales. Let's sit all the way up. Sweep the feet out from under you. Reach them out, reach the legs out in front. Sitting on a blanket as needed. Let's move into janusirasana. So let the right toes relax out to the right and draw the heel into the perineum. Right knee is bent to the right. We sit tall, breath in, breath out. Chest faces the left leg as we fold over the left leg. Hands reach for the left heel. Chest slides forward. We breathe in and breathe out. Look down to the left leg. And release, sit all the way up. Right knee faces the ceiling. That heel draws in toward the hip. Right arm can wrap around so we can sit nice and tall. Breathe in. If available, on the breath out, right arm slides inside right leg and we reach hands for the left foot. So the right knee hugs the right shoulder. As available, right arm reaches back, left hand reaches back, and we bind. Marichyasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Keep reaching your heart forward. Strong legs. And release. Come all the way up. Right leg lengthens forward. Peace fingers reach onto the big toes. Breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out, bend your elbows and draw your chest forward into your legs. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, bend the elbows again. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, try to bring your elbows to the floor, your chest to the legs. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. 1 more time. Sit up. Release. Left knee bends, sole of foot comes to inner right thigh. We're tall, breath in. We exhale to fold over the right leg, breath out. Hands can hang onto the leg or the foot. Chest faces toward right shin. Notice all the beautiful length through the legs, through the low back, around the hips. And release, sit all the way up. Left knee faces the ceiling. You're nice and tall, breath in. You can hug your left arm around the left leg to help you sit tall here. If available, you can bring your left arm inside the left leg and reach forward for your right foot. Keep the left knee toward left shoulder. Once the left shoulder is in front of the shin, you can wrap the left arm around the leg, right hand reaches back, and the fingers find each other as you continue to reach your chest forward. So the bind just happens naturally. It's not something that is like forcing you to be in a certain place. Breathe in, press the big toe forward on the right foot. Beautiful. Slowly release. Sit all the way up. Lengthen your left leg. Grab onto your big toes. You're tall through the arms, long through the legs as best as you can be. Exhale, bend your elbows down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Elbows to the mat. Exhale. 3 more. Come all the way up. Release. Scoot your hips forward. We'll come all the way toward the wall. Grab your bolster. Just keep it nearby here. Scoot your hips up to the wall so you can bring your legs up the wall. Also, have your block within reaching distance. So once your legs are up, grab your bolster and slide it underneath your hips so that you've got a little bit of height here. And then grab your block. Bring your block onto the soles of your feet and lengthen your legs back up the wall. And hang out here. Your arms, relax them wherever is comfortable. Let everything soften here. Let the lymphatic system do its job. Practice your equal parts breathing. So your inhales and your exhales are of equal length. Practice breathing wide into your lungs. Practice breathing wide into your hips. Notice the little shifts of release through the legs. through the hips, maybe even the back and the spine. Complete breath cycles in and out. Notice your body just slowing down. Take your time. Gently start to bring your knees toward your chest, your feet away from the wall. So you can grab your block and set it aside. Press your feet into the wall so you can easily just lift your hips up and off the bolster, set it aside. Release your knees down and over to one side. Press up and just scoot yourself along the mat until you can lay your head down and give yourself a moment. Just double check, make sure you could lengthen a leg down without touching the wall. And then once you know you can do that, just tuck your shoulders, bring your knees into your hands. So your hands are onto your kneecaps, your big toes touch, and just start to draw circles with your knees. Switch directions, go the other way. Keep going this direction, cross your left ankle over your right. Keep the ankles the same, rotate the knees the other way. Keep rotating the knees, cross your right ankle on top now. Switch the rotation. Keep the rotation, uncross the ankles. Come to stillness. Bring your arms out wide like a T. Knees to chest and then knees lower over and down to the right. Knees to chest and over and down to the left. Back to chest. Feet to the mat. Lengthen out one leg at a time. Bring the feet as wide as your yoga mat and let your toes flop out to the sides. Close through your eyes, your shoulder blades are flat. Start to move into your 1 to 2 breathing, so your exhales are twice as long as your inhales. Scan through your body. Feel your muscles soften and relax. Feel your bones get heavy. Notice the feeling of all your hard work. Notice all the sounds happening inside the room. The sounds happening outside of the room. Come back to noticing the sounds inside the room. And notice the sound of your breath. Start to deepen through your breath. Inhale as you reach and extend through arms and legs. Exhale to soften. Gently bend one knee and then the other to place the feet on the mat. To bring the knees to the chest for a hug. Roll to one side to press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Let's bring palms to Anjali Mudra. Notice how you're feeling. Bring a complete breath all the way in of loving gratitude into yourself. And a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. And thank you for our practice today. Namaste. So thank you all for being here. Let me know how it went for you in the comments, and we'll see you again soon. Yeah, much love, everyone. Bye.